talk about capsule wardrobes and why I think that they just don't work. In today's video, we're going to get all into it because maybe you've tried it and been frustrated, maybe you've been curious, and I know that this is somewhat of an unpopular opinion, but I feel like capsule wardrobes kind of need to go. So we're going to get into 6 reasons why, and hopefully these will also help you find a capsule wardrobe that you love if you really want to go this route. Probably one of the biggest reasons why capsule wardrobes just don't work is they are just a little bit too generic. I know that by being a capsule wardrobe, it has to kind of be generic. It has to obviously have a variety of things that you would wear on a day-to-day basis. But the thing is that everybody's lifestyle is just so different. I work from home. Some of my friends are stay-at-home moms. Some of my friends go to an office every single day. How could we all possibly wear the same thing from one capsule wardrobe? It's just too generic and in no way going to fit our lifestyle. If you really want to find a capsule wardrobe that works for you, then at least try and find one that fits your day-to-day lifestyle, because that's honestly one of the biggest reasons that people walk into their closet and they feel like they have nothing to wear, because you're buying things that aren't fitting with your day-to-day life. If you're running from school pickup to home to errands, then your wardrobe is going to look totally different than someone that goes to the office every single day. So a capsule wardrobe that's just a little bit too generic is not going to help. Another reason they don't work out is because they're kind of boring. You've got your t-shirt and pants, you've got like maybe a plain dress, white sneakers, a pair of loafers. Like they literally all look exactly the same. And I don't know, fashion is supposed to be fun, right? It's supposed to be something that you experiment with. It's supposed to be exciting, and you're supposed to be able to have a couple statement pieces mixed in there too. There are no statement pieces on any of these. There's just like plain, and maybe a couple of stripes, and that's it. And you know what? I think life is short and we need to have a little bit more fun with our fashion. Another thing that I feel like people leave out is that you are going to need multiples of each style. I'll see the pretty thing on Pinterest, and again, I save it. I even like to save them because I'm like, ooh, perfect. I only need these 12 pieces, but do you really? I mean, do you really just need like one white t-shirt? I feel like I don't do that much laundry. Like, do you do that much laundry where just one white t-shirt works? Is it implied? Like, do we know that we're gonna have to buy like multiple of the same thing? You're either gonna have to wash a lot, which I don't do, and if you wash a lot, then things are going to wear a lot quicker. You're gonna have to replace these pieces more often. So that's just something to think about and keep in mind, that as much as we want just a couple of pieces in our closet and maybe a more edited version, you are still going to need to purchase multiples of the same piece. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that I don't see capsule wardrobes addressing, and I feel like it's kind of like the elephant in the room, is that you are still going to have to update your wardrobe. Styles change and silhouettes change, so your capsule wardrobe really is not going to be forever, which I feel like is a lot of the selling point of it. Again, I might be wrong, it's an unpopular opinion, and you might come at me in the comments, and that's totally okay, but you know, what used to be a capsule wardrobe 10 years ago is not the same one that you see today. Skinny jeans is like a great example of this. This would have been in a typical capsule wardrobe even just 5 years ago. Now we're gonna see straight leg jeans in that wardrobe. Instead of a fitted t-shirt, we're probably gonna see a boxy cropped shirt. So no matter what, all these basic pieces are still things that you're gonna have to update every few years. And I just want you to keep that in mind. If you're looking at a capsule wardrobe as like you get your basics and then you're kind of like done, your wardrobe is set, that's only somewhat true. You still are going to have to update them every 5 to 10 years because your clothes are either worn or the silhouettes have changed and the trends themselves have changed. Another reason a capsule wardrobe might not work for you is it could be that it's just not your color palette. Now, there are definitely a lot of color theories out there on what you should be wearing based on your skin tone, based on your hair color, based on your eye color. I'm not going to get into any of that. I am not a color analysis expert. But I will say a lot of these capsule wardrobes are based on black, white, beige, gray, maybe other neutral shades, maybe a pop of color. You're definitely not going to see a lot of color. Different people look good in different colors based on their hair, their skin color, their eye color. It's just not one thing fits all, right? So I just feel like we should have a little bit of variety. Now, one of the biggest reasons that I see capsule wardrobes not work is it just doesn't work seasonally for you or where you live. Listen, I live in Arizona. My capsule wardrobe is not going to be the same as somebody who lives in Canada. I don't need that many coats. I don't need that many layering pieces. My spring is at 90 degrees, and someone who lives in Michigan, well, their spring is probably still, what, in the 50s and snowing or something? I don't know. It's just not the same. So it's something else that to keep in mind. Again, it's going back to the whole idea that these are really generic and you still have to adapt them to your lifestyle. You still have to adapt them to where you live. You still have to adapt them to what colors work for you. So I don't know, capsule wardrobes, while I love them in theory, I just don't feel like they work for everyone. You have to let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree. I'm sure I'm gonna have some feathers ruffled, and that's totally okay. It's fun to have these conversations. I'd like to see maybe some more capsule wardrobes tailored to people's lifestyles. If that's something you'd be interested in, let me know. I'd love to help out with that, and it's something, an idea that I've been kind of simmering on for a little while now, because I truly believe that that is one of the biggest things that's missing from a lot of them that I see out there, is just that they don't fit your lifestyle, and you want to be able to walk into your closet and have lots of ideas what to wear based on your lifestyle. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you over on the next video. Bye.